Lady Miskey. Lady Miskey.
I'm just so happy to be here, be back, because I have so much to talk about. And I was practicing my smile. And do you know that I am of a certain age and I just feel comfortable with my smile? Like I kind of figured it out. And here's what it is. Let me show y'all. Don't laugh. Okay, so that's my regular laugh, right? But when I'm taking a picture, about to take a picture, I want to be like, okay, wait, listen. Whoever's laughing right now, I want you to put a picture of your best smile underneath this. I want to see yours too. But listen, post a picture of your best smile. So let me finish showing you mine. So it's like, it's like, I think that's it. That's a smile if I want to take a picture. That's not my normal smile or my natural smile. I gotta fix the teeth around the lip and just enough teeth poking out from the lip, if that makes any sense. It's like work, but that's what it is. But this one here is my poised smile. Let me do it again. It's like, it feels so unnatural. OMG. Okay, so I just wanted to start into that. Let's get into it. So I'm going to work and I'm on the Parkway. The morning, the Parkway is heavy with cops, state troopers. So I'm like running a little late as I sometimes tend to do. And I'm behind this pickup truck and we're in the fast lane. And he's moving and I'm moving, but for some reason the traffic is moving slow. You know how when you're in a rush, traffic always appears to be slow. So I'm in my head, I'm like, I have to go around because these cars are extremely slow. And so before I could like dip and move over, the pickup truck in front of me found space and he went over and he zoomed up. And I'm like, dang, he done found his space. So I'm trying to move up and find my space so I can zoom up because the fast lane was clearly not fast that day. So he zooms up and then I start moving over, about to zoom up. The next thing you know, the cop came out. Whoa! The cop came out and he caught we're right behind the pickup truck. And I just laughed and laughed and laughed. So I'm like, are you serious? Are you kidding me? I'm not laughing at this person that got stopped by the cops at all. Like I was not laughing. I'm laughing at my blessing that day because it could have been me. So for instance, say I would have dipped and dodged first and tried to zoom up. It could have been me that got pulled over by the cops. But whatever instance it was, I couldn't get over to move over into the lane to zoom off and take off. So I couldn't. I was stuck where I was, but I was stuck there for a reason. Okay. Hello, somebody. Hello. Because somebody, I want y'all to hear that message again. And I do think like that. I think like this is a subliminal message that sometimes we just have to stay where we are, take our time, finish out what we supposed to do. Don't rush. Don't look at what everybody else is doing. Hello. Hello. Yes, I got all of that from me being stuck and staying where, and I don't want to use the word stuck. I got that from just having to stay in the lane I was in at the time. I was not pulled over by the cop and possibly was given a speeding ticket. I didn't have to worry about that. But yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about how we looking at what the other person is doing and we trying to catch up, and no, it's not meant for us to. let that car, let that person move on and do what they're doing. It could be a good thing for them. I mean, that pickup truck could have just kept going and got to where he needed to get to on time. So that just teaches me to stay in my lane. Don't rush. Sometimes we might be late, we not get there when we think we should, but we'll get there. I got there safe. I got there sound. I got there without any ticket. I'll take it like any day. That takes me to a discussion that the cousins and I had about purpose in life. And we were talking about what's our purpose, how do we know our purpose, when will we know what our purpose is. And one of the main things was, do we think that being a mom is our purpose? I said yes, and some others said no, and some others said yes. What do y'all think? Is being a mom, could that be a purpose for life? And I go back to think about these drastic instances. I'm just saying these unfortunate instances where some people have their child and then they die. Their kid is young, their child is small, whether it's a baby, whether they're in second, third, whatever the case is, they were young and they died. So could their purpose have been to birth those children? So that's like an extended version of like, is that your purpose? But what about others who, the mothers are still around and they had children, raised their children, and could that have been their purpose in life? I don't know. It's such a weird thing. Then I just happened to read this book. Let me pause this so I can come back with the information. So I just realized I was recording and my microphone was off. Have a full-blown conversation with you all and microphone off. So you can see me talking to audio. You can see this. We're going to do this again. No worries. As I was stating before, I like to listen to my audio books, and I got this book from nightasia.com. It's called Your Money or Your Life. It's so good. So like I was telling you, we're just talking about purpose with my cousins, right? So then that was the weekend that just passed. Then on Monday, as I'm listening to the audio riding to work, and she says, this is how this person says you can figure out what your purpose is. I'm like, how? Okay, right on time. So let's get into it.
Just as I was saying before, no, I don't know what my purpose is. As we were all discussing what our purpose is, and even though I said it could be being a mother is your purpose or can be someone's purpose, I'm not sure if that's mine. I don't know what mine is. So as I listened to the audio on that Monday, I saved it and bookmarked it. So I'm going to listen to it again because I want to share this. So that moment, I didn't understand what my purpose is. But as I listened to it again for the recording that I'm doing right now, I was able to say, I think I know what my purpose is.
So, number one, work with your passion, something that you deeply care about, something that you would do if you get paid for it or not. That could be your purpose. Number two, work with your pain. Have you been there before? Can you offer others your experience or wisdom? I really, really like this because I know that I have tons of things that I've experienced and went through. And yes, I would definitely share. And, me sharing can help someone else, can help them get through it, help them to cope. I was trying to think of an example, and I can say I was thinking about being divorced. It's not a secret. Everyone knows that I was married and I was divorced. And, for people who know me, know not easy. It was not easy. And it's still not easy. It's still not easy because you still have to work with that person, deal with that person, handle that person. You have, especially when you have children by them, it doesn't just end because you're divorced. So can I be an advocate for that? Can I be can I share my experience with that? Absolutely. Can it help someone? Yes, yes. And it's not to say that I went through divorce just so my purpose could be to help and share with others. Like, I don't know if that's the thing, or that I just happened to go through a divorce. And since I did, that can be my purpose. So, number 3 is work with what's in hand. And it talks about all acts of service is a purpose. The helping with the simple needs of others, and it goes to doing what needs to be done. So it could be feeding the homeless, giving shelter to the homeless, or helping them with goods, or it could be helping a young child to read, mentoring a young woman, or mentoring many young girls, or whatever the case is. Work with what's in hand. What are you doing? What are you? So, for instance, if you work in a school, work with what's in hand, and your purpose is a teacher, someone who's a teacher. That could be a purpose. Teaching little ones, teaching, high schoolers, whatever the case is, work with what's in hand. That's why that goes back to when I said being a mother, because that's what's at hand. I'm a mother, and we all know that that's a thankless job. You know what I'm saying? That's a thankless job. It's like you're being a mother and a parent, and you're just servicing those little ones. And again, could that be the purpose? That's why I said that, because I feel like I'm working with what's in hand, raising a purpose, raising a person is like somebody had to do it. This kid is here. I'm a mother now. I birthed this kid. They're here. Now what? And that's why I always said that that could be a purpose as well. So after reading those 3, I was able to say to myself, I think I had a better idea what my purpose is. And let me just say this: I have a lot of work to do. I was able to tap into all 3 and say, I can do all 3. I have work to do, which is another reason why I'm here tonight. Let me tell y'all something. Like I said before, I recorded about 15 minutes that was lost, came back on and recorded the same thing over again. It is 11 p.m. at night. I'm tired. This is pre-recorded, and I'll play it at a later time, but it's 11. I'm tired. It's not the weekend. I do have work in the morning, but because I enjoy doing this. Okay, I enjoy it. And I always say this thing that I always say is that I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. I'm true to this. I am true to this. So some of you know my story, some of you do not. I definitely will do another full recording on my backstory and why I'm doing this. It has nothing to do with 2020 and everybody got something to say. It has nothing to do with that, because I'm not new to this at all. No, people who know me know I'm not new to this. And it just so happens that the year 2020 came along and all this stuff happened, and I had time, and now boom, here we are. Right? Here we are. But I will share how and when I got started, because I think that's good for you all to know, for those of you who are getting to know me. Going back to divorce and how we can work with our pain. Like the old timers say, they say, live long, you're going to go through and experience some things. Back when I was a teenager, back when I was in my 20s, early, mid, late 20s, even the early 30s, I still was like, yeah, no, I was judging probably certain things. I'm never judgy, but I'm not going to say I'm perfect and never judged before. Like I wouldn't dare not say that. But it was some things I'll be like, oh hell no, I ain't doing that. I ain't going through that. I don't know how this person is that or this person is this. Oh hell no. I probably have said that in the past. And as I lived and I've experienced and I've gone through, I can't even say any of that anymore. It's like I've lived and I've experienced, and I can go in and share those things, share those pains. A lot of it is not most of it, but it's a lot of pain over the years. But you don't forget the pain parts. You don't forget those. Those don't go anywhere. What they said, you might forgive, but you don't forget. No way. We don't. We don't. We don't. And I also feel like all the things that we go through, especially the bad things, is not in vain. It's like you have to take the positive part of it and say, yeah, I went through pain, but this part of my purpose because now I can help somebody else or teach somebody else or help someone else cope or whatever the case is. I can be the one to do that. I can be the guru of this now. So if I look at it like that, I don't think about all the negative, sad, hurtful things that happen. I can just know that this is part of my purpose and I have work to do. I hope this helped someone today. I feel good about it. Good night, everyone. I love you. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye bye. Look at this waist, y'all. Look at this waist. She be snatched. Uh, uh. Hold the stomach. Hold it. Hold it in and pull the shirt in. Hold the stomach in. She be snatched, snatched, snatched. Uh. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.